Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Yo, yo. There you go. That's pretty cool. Ryan, what's up, man? Excuse me. Don't do that, Lawson. Yeah, take care of that before the market opens, man. Today's gonna be great. I love that positivity, man. Feeling good today. How we doing? I'm doing great. Cannot complain. Be interested to see what we do here. Don't forget we got excuse me. We have jolts at 10 a.m. Eastern time. DB, I have no idea, man. This is NQ, Lawson. This is NQ. I have no idea, DB. What indicator do I use for session highs and lows? ICT, kill zone, and pivots. This one. It's good to know, Ryan. Hope everything comes out all right. Anybody get in on that long last night in Asia? Some people in the Discord sounded like it. Sounded like they took it. Man, this pollen's got my eyes all itchy, man. I need my allergy medicine to start working overtime for me. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Feeling longs today? Potentially. We'll see. We'll see what the market gives us. Yeah, just base hits. Base hits is really how you consistent wins is really the name of the game with props. I know that sounds kind of like no duh, but not risking too heavy and just taking consistent base hits. It stacks up quick. So much easier with trade evade on trade evade. Yeah, that's the way to go, man. Definitely the way to go. Take any trades yet? No, have not. Tradeify or take profit. You talking about which one would I recommend, or do I trade those. I trade both of those. Just to let you guys know, we got 117 people in here. At 10 a.m., Tradeify is releasing their platform update. And there should be some, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I would like to say this to protect anyone who's getting ready to pull the trigger on buying an eval. Wait until after 10. Just wait until after 10. If you're going to buy a Tradeify eval today, wait until after 10 a.m. Eastern time. Yo, what's your opinion and bias for the day? I don't have one, man. Gut instinct would say we made up that entire move, swept that London or that Asia low that I was eyeballing yesterday down here, dumped even further, and now we've retraced off of Trump, tweeting last night. So gut instinct would say today at least we're going to pump, but I've been wrong just as much as I've been right when I say that kind of stuff, man. So I don't predict, I react. I wait for the market to show me what it wants to do, and I just take advantage of whatever direction we're running in. I think they're both good firms. Donzi, Tradeify, I would say, has a little bit of an advantage because it doesn't have the trailing drawdown, and it still has the ability to select a plan that allows you to take daily payouts. The big draw for TPT is the daily payouts, and there's really no cap to how much you can take out. The caveat with the daily payouts with Tradeify is on the 50K accounts, you're limited to only $1,000 per account, which still, if you have 5 accounts, that's $5,000 a day. That's not little potatoes. But the benefit of Tradeify over the take profit trader is there's no trailing drawdown in the funded. So you do with that information what you will. I think they're both great firms. I trade them both. Yeah, Apex is 90% off. CWT, Peter. Yeah, you'll see it. It's scrolling at the top of the screen. So you should see that pop up. Yeah, there it is right there. CWT. Hey, Christian, I need 800 more on a 50K. It's been a long time coming, but as of now, I'm on a 72% win rate. All because of you and telling myself not to FOMO. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That's not because of me, though. I appreciate the credit, but I won't take it. That's because of you being disciplined, bro. Don't focus on that 800. Just focus on doing what you've been doing that's been working so well. Stay in the zone. Stay consistent. Just let that profit target come. Ideal situation is you just look down at the end of the day after a good day, and you're like, oh wait, I passed the account. But good job. You're crushing it. Just passed my first TPT account. Took me 2 months. Your lives helped me a lot. Dude, those TPT accounts, I'm telling you, man, when you start stacking those and just being consistent, you don't even have to look for huge wins on those. Those daily payouts are clutch. They're clutch, man. Just got a Tradeify live email. They're trying to move you to live. Did they release the information about the update? How long does it take, or is it about patience? In terms of what? Passing accounts? Daggum, what's up, man? Good morning. It's TradingView valid, yeah. That's what you're looking at right here. It's a charting platform, mostly. I don't recommend always executing on it. You can tie your Tradeivate accounts to it so you can see your trades that you're in, but it's one of the best, if not the best, charting platform to use. They sent the email out? Okay, yeah. So then I can say what I need to say about it. Let's see what it says so I don't release any information that's not. Trade C, yep. No more subscription, yep. What else? Instant funded activation, yep. Built-in trading journal, that's great. 25K accounts, I think that would be good for a lot of people. Additional, here we go. Yeah, so that's why I was saying wait until after 10 to buy the accounts. 40% off. Right now it's 30. It's going to be 40% off after 10 a.m. unless it's 40% off right now. It was supposed to be after 10 a.m., but instead of it being 30% off, it's going to be 40% off. So if you're looking to get a Tradeify account, make sure that it's 40% off when you're at checkout. If it's not, wait until after 10. Great, what's going? Hey, appreciate that, man. I don't have a set risk reward. It's seductive. Should we avoid trading when the presidential election is? Bro, you got like 2 years until that happens. A year and a half, something like that. Oh, but you came across going back to this. I got you. I got you. Sorry, I should have connected the dots there. I would say when it's super volatile, man, I don't try to get in and try to capitalize on that. I find consistency in just the regular day-to-day markets. Red folder news days tend to have more volatility. I don't try to trade the actual news event itself. So I think that, you know, don't try to gamble and sit there and look for some massive home run on some crazy event. So all that to say, yeah, most likely I would wait until after the election and that back testing and just let price get back to some sort of normal action, and then continue your testing, because that trying to test in an environment like that can kind of throw off. It'll give you shoddy results on how well you're doing. Let me update this real quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, sorry. Sweet. I'll update that for you guys. How much should I run up on 100K to get my first payout? What do you recommend? I mean, if you haven't ever taken a payout before, I say take it as soon as you can. But if you're consistently profitable, I would say I like to leave at least $1,000 of a buffer on top of whatever they give you, you know, whatever drawdown they naturally give you with the account. I usually like to keep an extra 1,000 in there, because you could have some crazy stuff happen where, I mean, for instance, was it last week or something, you know, we get into a trade, there was people who got into a trade, and before they could even set their stop loss, you know, Trump had said something, and literally in a split second, and all of a sudden price is well beyond the point of where your stop loss would have been. So, you know, you can have instances like that are just really bad luck. So having that extra little $1,000 of runway is definitely beneficial sometimes. You like to have contingency plans like that to prevent you from creating more work for yourself. That was me. I lost 20 accounts. Yeah, it happens, man. It's happened to me a lot. with Trump. Sometimes it's been in my favor though. I had a trade where I opened the trade, and I mean, before I could even blink, basically, not even exaggerating, before I could even blink, price like had blown well beyond where my take profit level was going to be, and I was like, holy crap, like what did I just do? So definitely good to have a little extra buffer in those funded accounts to make sure you can weather a storm like that. Yeah, Levi, that's tough, man. Yeah, I would agree with you, Trucker. It's definitely tough. Did they introduce an activation fee? I didn't see that. I really hope not. Double check that, because I don't see that on here, unless I'm illiterate. What's the indicator? What indicator are you seeing, Eve? I don't have one on except for the VWAP right now, that blue line. There's no indicator on. Use a similar blue. I like it. Carolina blue. No more subscriptions. Let me see. The London, I marked those out with the Ray tool, but I use the ICT kill zone and pivots indicator to spot them. Not that one. Sorry. This one. Nope, not that one either. What am I doing? This one. ICT kill zone and pivots. What's the exact blue color? Can you see that? Yes, you can, Kristen. Yeah, if I'm in a trade, you'll see it. JR, what's up, man? You lost 260 on that 100-point candle. You were longing after sweep of London high. You talking about? I'm guessing you're talking about this candle right here. So we swept that London high and that Asia high, and you longed at the top. I appreciate that, Aaron. Appreciate that a lot, man. Do you know what could cause my trading view charts to be 8 minutes behind yours? It's probably 10 minutes behind, which would mean that you don't have live data, Terry. Most likely that's what it is. You need to have live data either provided to you by a firm that you're trading with or that you pay for through TradingView. Yeah, I think that was it, Brian. I think that was it. I'll double check for you. Yep, you got it. Do you recommend changing your candle colors from red to green? I recommend at least changing the red, and this is for me personally. Some people are going to think this is wonky and this is like, you know, hocus pocus type of stuff. There have been studies done about the color red and the reaction that your brain has to that color. It's not a positive reaction that your brain has to the color red. That's why a lot of prison systems don't use red jumpsuits and things like that. Your brain has a negative reaction to it. So I use colors that I like. Good morning, good morning. Is the orb good for today or is candle too big? Let's see. That's a pretty big candle. That's a 100-point candle, I think. Yeah, basically 100 points. I would say it's too big. I think that I don't trade the orb. I'm loosely familiar with the strategy. I think that if it's over 40 points, isn't that what RP says and the other guys that trade that? They say if it's over 40 points to fade it. I tilted yesterday and blew four lucid accounts. Got to lock in, man. Got to lock in. Coop, how's it going, bro? Could you show the VWAP indicator? I don't have any crazy settings on there, man. It's just the VWAP. If you search VWAP inside of TradingView or volume weighted average price, you'll see it right there. It's the default one that they provide. Do you make all of your trades with TradingView? I execute on Tradevate, and I have my Tradevate account tied to the TradingView, so you'll see it here on TradingView. But the actual execution, me clicking the buy or sell button, I usually do that on Tradevate because there's some slippage. Typically, the lowest latency is doing it through Tradevate. Do you think when AI becomes sentient, it'll be able to achieve salvation? That's a deep question. Bro, it is 9:21 in the morning, Evan. That is wild. That's a conversation over a fire on a weekend or something, man. That's a bonfire conversation. What are we waiting for? What's set up? We're waiting for the market to open at 9:30, and then we're gonna maybe an ICT setup if one presents, maybe a order flow momentum setup if one presents there. Here's the verse of the day, Matthew 20:28. Even as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. And then the second verse of the day, let's see here. I use the Ray tool, JF. I use the ICT kill zone and pivots indicator, and then I use the Ray tool. I have a video on my page about exactly how I do all that. I use this indicator, so it shows me the highs and the lows. That's this indicator right here. And then I use the Ray tool. And I have preset templates inside of here that I use to mark all the highs and lows. All right, second verse of the day, Isaiah 53, 5-6. He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are healed. We all, like sheep, have gone astray. Each of us has turned to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Iniquity. Iniquity, not inequity. Iniquity. Are you looking to sell or buy? Bro, we don't do signals in here, Dor. If you're looking for signals, I don't recommend watching this channel. We also don't do spamming in the chat. Por favor. I want, bro. You know, get, bro. You go find somewhere else, bro. Have I passed my eval? Yeah, I've passed. I'm trading 15 fundeds right now. I still have those 20 Apex evals that I haven't really been trading. I don't trade oil. I don't trade oil. I like watching it though. It's good to keep an eye on it in conjunction, watch the way it moves, because a lot of the way that it moves, NQ has an inverse reaction. So if oil is going down, NQ is usually going up, and vice versa. Not always, but that's pretty frequently, pretty common. There you go, firm. I like the attitude, man. Always bounce back. Filmer, not firm. How do you recommend I learn if I work 9 to 5? I would say study from 6 to 10. Study and paper trade from 6 to 10. Trade Asia. Or wake up early and trade London on paper. YouTube's free. That's where you can find the majority of what you need to know. Your room looks so cozy and nice. Appreciate that, man. Christian, you dropped a gem for most just now. Which one were you talking about, Supreme? I think today would be a green day towards 200 DMA to end the month before more falling. I think that's not a bad analysis, to be honest. We'll see, though. 1 Corinthians 15, 3 through 8. Check that out real quick. Sorry, chat. 15, 3 through 8. First Corinthians 15, 3 through 8. For what I received, I passed on to you as of first importance, that Christ died for our sins according to the scripture, that he was buried, that he was raised on the third day according to the scriptures, and that he appears to Cephas, and to the 12. After that, he appeared to more than 500 of the brothers and sisters at the same time, most of whom are still living, though some have fallen asleep. Then he appeared to James, then to all the apostles, and last of all, he appeared to me also, as to one abnormally born. Amen. Bookmap? Yeah, it's kind of, it's not very decisive at the moment. That's NQ, this is ES. Just waiting for the market to open. We got 2.5 minutes till market opens. Okay, when you say you have so many hours and days into this, how long specifically? One and a half years. You're not there yet, man. I didn't start making any real money until my 4th year. Most people, I listened to a story of a guy who did not make money until his 9th year of trading. And the first year he made, I think it was like 60,000. The second year he made like 230,000 of being profitable. I mean, so a year and a half is not that long, to be completely honest. Okay, think about it. Some people go to college for 4 years to get a degree in something, and then they start the job. You know what I mean? Like a year and a half, that's not even an associate's degree worth of time. If you think about things like that, like a year and a half of your time, and if you think about it, to develop a skill that you're going to have for the rest of your life that could potentially be life-changing in terms of the amount of money it can bring in. Keep putting in the work, man. Don't get discouraged. It is 100% real. You can make money doing this. The reason most people fail is they quit. They quit because they can never master the psychology. They can't win the mental battle that it takes to actually be successful at trading. So do your best to block out all the noise, keep your head down, keep working. Blaze, what's up, man? How's it going? Glad to have you here, bro. I would agree with that, Coop. I would agree with that. Was there a click that made you profitable? I mean, I think when you come to the realization that in order to really be successful at this, the patience that you have to develop is really what it takes. Learning that you don't need to constantly click the button. There's some days where you don't even need to trade. You know, and realizing that making a couple $100 a day, here's the market open. A couple $100 a day, if you do that consistently, it stacks up quick, man. So just master the ability to stay patient and not click the button. Be okay with watching trades that you had in your mind. You're like, man, I see a trade forming here, but I'm not 100% sure about it. And then you watch it play out perfectly. Be okay with that. You know, be okay with sitting there watching stuff happen without having to constantly be involved in the market. Wait until the moment and the environment is ideal for you to take the trade, where you have real confidence in it. Door, if you keep spamming the chat, bro, I'm gonna ban you. The market just opened. We're not even a minute into the market being open, bro. Sit on your hands. Be patient. Sit back. Get your pen. Get your paper. Take notes and learn something. This isn't about just giving free signals so that you can sit there and click a button and move on. You got to put in the work. No, I don't, MD. I don't recommend starting with that. I mean, there's some good basic information in there, but there's better, more serious people that'll give you better information, in my opinion. Is the orb too big to trade? I would say so, Chris. It's 100 points. It's 99 points on NQ. So I think the orb would be too big. Your stop would have to be way too wide. So if you're going to trade it, you would have to severely size down if you're going to do it. I don't recommend it. I don't think that people who trade that, who teach that strategy, recommend it when it's that big. About trading milk futures. Bro, who remembers that day when Trump said something about soy and then we went and checked soy and it was like through the roof. Like it had skyrocketed. Yeah, open just happened, Door. Open just happened. We're 2 minutes into the open right now. That Drake candle. You want to see the heat map? This is called book map. So we took that high from the candle at 8:30 and rejected off of that. How do you read that? You gotta have the force with you, man. Gotta be one with the force. Learning TA for 3 years, ICT, SMC patterns. I feel completely lost with too much info. Yeah, simplify things, man. Simplify strategy. Find one strategy, stick to it. One setup inside of that strategy, stick to it. Keep things simple. There's no reason to get too complicated. There is definitely a thing of having too much information and just getting completely bogged down in the details. No, TradeSyncer is not hard to use. I don't recommend TradeSyncer for those who are new, though. Unless you're consistently taking payouts with one account, you shouldn't be trading multiple, in my opinion. How'd you get that? You download it. Bookmap.com. It's level 2 data software, institutional order flow. Is it worth paying for a mentor? Depends. I had a guy named PJ Trades who helped me tremendously, and I would say 100% he was worth it. I would highly recommend him if you're struggling with your psychological side of trading. In terms of ICT, which is what he trades in conjunction with order flow, you can learn most of that on Bookmap or on YouTube. But there's things that you can't get from YouTube, which is watching the example in which he sets about how to approach the markets and how to trade. Big orders up to 450 here, getting ready to get swept. There's that 450. Let's see what happens here. I got this level marked out, 23,500. There's a big stack of sell orders there. There's 271 sell orders stacked at that level. Trading in the Zone, yes, I love that book. Trading in the Zone and Best Loser Wins. Those are two really good trading books. What do you think about indicators? Overrated. Overrated. I mean, there's some that are very beneficial. VWAP is very beneficial. Using an indicator to mark out session highs and lows is beneficial, but trading based on indicators, I don't think is. I think that's overrated. Excuse me. Ballas, you know better, bro. 1,000 wasn't for the membership, bro. That was for the lifetime supply of breakfast burritos, and I haven't received any of them yet. I sent you the 1,000. Oh, you thought you had sent me the 1,000. No, you sent me a $1,000 request, and I sent you the 1,000. Double check. I think supply and demand is a good strategy, man. I think it's a good strategy. Again, I've said, you'll hear me say this over and over again. I think that you can find success with virtually any trading strategy if you can master psychology. Psychology is the linchpin when it comes to finding success with trading. And somebody take offense to that. Garrett, he's joking. Till what time do you usually trade? 11 a.m. Looking for a trade. My kill zone is 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 11 a.m. Eastern time. Longs today? Not sure, Nicholas. A lot of liquidity above us here. Got a lot of sell side built up too, so we'll see. We do have jolts at 10. Keep that in mind. 10 a.m. Eastern time, we have jolts. I am Eastern, yep. So a lot of liquidity above us. I'm not sure if we're going to take it. Would you recommend Bookmap? Yes, absolutely. We're staying patient here. Just because there's all this liquidity stacked doesn't necessarily mean automatically that we're going to go to it, but there is a lot of liquidity above us here. That's ES. This is NQ. We're just going to stay patient here. Is Jolt's big impact? It's red folder, so it will cause some movements. 812 GTS or SVJ? SVJ. I hate how it's become such like a TikTok card the SVJ has, but it is still just dude. If you've ever been in an Aventador, there's nothing like it, dude. There's nothing like that sound. There's nothing like the experience. It's unreal. What Bookmap do I use? Well, Bookmap is a thing in and of itself. It's its own company. But if you're asking what subscription with them that I use the Global Plus subscription, and then the data I use is CME data. SVJ or Chiron? Definitely SVJ. I'm not a Bug fan, man. I'm not a Bugatti fan. I don't think they look that good. I'm sure that's going to be a hot take, but I'm not a huge fan. Carlos, what's up, man? What exactly are the top and bottom lines on VWAP? What do you mean, Carlos? Sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, JR. Doesn't matter if the market's going up or down, you can still make money. I literally get chills when listening to those cars. Yeah, it's unreal. 765 over both? I can't, man. Nah, you can't beat the V12. I do think that the 765s look better than the 812s. The sound of the SVJ, man, it just sounds so mean. It sounds unbelievably mean. That and a Pinto. He loves Pintos. Carlos, what do you mean by the? I want to answer your question. What do you mean by the top and bottom line? Right now, there's only one. You can have different VWAPs set. You can have them anchored to different points. So you can have anchored to like the 8 a.m. session. Look at this push. Holy, they're about to get a real push up here to 23,500, I think. Unless it just pulls back into nothing here. So you can have different anchors for the VWAP. So you have different bands. I have those bands off. So see how you have bands 1, 2, and 3? I only have 1 on. So that's anchored to one position. You can have different anchors. And so you can have a VWAP for the high of day, VWAP for the low of day, VWAP for the session open, VWAP for the true day open. You know, you can just set it up. It offers you different information. I was thinking on the comment you made before open RP strategy with the 815 orb. I agree. He says if it's over 40 points to fade, but he only does the orb on ES. Today was definitely wide, so I'm cautious. Yeah, how many points was it on ES, Jeff? I didn't look at it. If you're going to take it when it's super wide like that, I wouldn't. I mean, maybe there's a structural reason not to do it, more so than the points. But I would think that if it boils down to the risk, that you could just tremendously lower your sizing and still be okay, right? I mean, or is it because of the way that it actually behaves? What do your VWAP settings look like? They're just default, man. Default settings, Tyler. SVJ or 100 pentos and a penny. Bookmap does help tremendously. Appreciate that, Rick. Hope it helped. Can't find my chart on my new Rhythmic Apex. Are you familiar with Rhythmic? Have you used them before? Have you used Rhythmic before, Rick? Because I don't recommend buying Rhythmic. I recommend buying the Trade of 8 unless you're. Yeah, Rhythmic is super complicated. So you have to use NinjaTrader or something like that to trade with Rhythmic, or TradeC. I don't know what firm you're talking about. I think TradeC you can sign into with a Rhythmic account. I'm not a fan of it, man. I did have 3 Rhythmic Apex accounts, and I was just like, dude, I'm not doing this. TradeC is easy to use. If whatever firm you bought that Rhythmic account with will let you tie it to TradeC, I would recommend doing that. Devin, they're doing an update right now with Tradeify, so that might be why you're having some issues. Credit, I don't make I don't know what people think affiliates make off of those. I appreciate it, but it's not like I'm making a couple bucks off of that, off of each sale. But I appreciate you doing that. I hope you don't blow that one and you make a bunch of money with it. Yeah, you can get gold on Bookmap. You got to pay for a different set of data, a different data set. You got to pay for, was it Comex or something like that? You got to pay for using Bookmap to see the level 2 data. Bookmap. Top 3 cars of all time. Of all time, gotta have an Enzo up there. Enzo, I mean the SVJ has to, and the Venador platform in and of itself has to be on there. Enzo will be a third. I'll have to get back to you on the third. Viper's a sick card, but I don't know if I'd put it in the top 3. Pinto. Diablo is sick. Yeah, Diablo is sick. Diablo is sick. No, not through TradingView. You link them through TradeSyncer, and then you set a lead account, and you can sign into that lead account with TradingView and then trade it that way. It copies it over. I'm not a fan of Bugatti in general, Kenny. I don't think they look good. I really don't. I don't get the hype. I think they're more of a status symbol than anything. SV Roadster over the SVJ. My brother had that red SV, man. That thing was sick. He sold it before I got to really see it. I wish he hadn't sold it. He might be in the chat with you over there, Tristan. Camino. How's the session? We're just waiting for. I do think we're long here, at least up to this 23,500 level. Part of me wants to take a scalp up there, but I'm just trying to be super patient. Could get a violent move up here in just a second. So this 370 line is where a breakout happened just a second ago. Pulled right back to it and then pulled up. That would have been the pitch and catch right there. It's all right. Just blew 3 accounts, man. Yeah, Jay, there's news at 10 o'clock Eastern time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Jolts. Are you on NQ? Make sure you're on NQM 2026. Should not be different. Top 3. Oh boy. I think a 50K is better than both of those. Jolts silent. It's Jolts. Big stack of orders at 23,500. They just took that. Wanted to take that scalp there, but just being super patient today. There's specific times you avoid trading, typically between 9 and 9:30 a.m. But I really only trade from 9:30 to 11:30 or to 11. Sometimes I'll trade a little before or after that, but JR, no. And I wouldn't recommend doing a funded yet because, or a prop firm yet because you're very, very new to this. I would recommend staying with paper. It just took that 23,500. That's what this line was right here. Archie, what's up, man? No, I didn't take anything. Was contemplating taking this move up to this 23,500 level that I had on Bookmap, but decided just to sit on my hands instead. I have no clue what that means, Forex Academy. I don't do signals, man. Oh, sorry. I apologize. I misread your text. You're talking about the colors for the buy and sell. Somebody was in the chat. I gave it to him earlier. I'll put it in the chat for you. Sorry about that. I thought you were asking for signals, man. There's been people in here all day asking. That's for the blue. Right there. And the gray is this. That's the gray. Waiting for news at 10 a.m. now, yeah. What is NQM new at trading? NASDAQ. NASDAQ, and we're trading futures, so this is NASDAQ futures. Waffles or pancakes? Both, man. Depends. I like pancakes. What's up, Unc? What's up, bro? You on the 5 minute? Yep, I am. Yeah, of course, bro. Is a hot dog a sandwich? No. Use auction market theory. I would say that's part of, like, generally what order flow and momentum would be. I love the sauce there, Caden. A lot of people are not familiar with that. Ken, I appreciate that, man. I think you said that yesterday. I appreciate that. Hyping me up, bro. To move to an eval, I would say you need at least 1 or 2 months of consistent, solid results before you move over. There's no rush. I think Ken's got a crush. He's just being nice. I appreciate it. Appreciate the positivity always. Just bought a Lucid account. There you go. Appreciate that, man. Thoughts on Top Step? I personally don't trade with them because I don't like being stuck with their platform. I think there's way better options out there. There's firms that don't have activation fees. They have activation fees. I think there's better firms. So tempted to get in on these longs, man. Orders all the way up to 23,600 now. Is anyone mistaking you with Bradley Martin? People have said that in the chat. I get Seabohm and Bradley Martin. Made 400 on that long. Very nice. How does ES look? Still orders up there. 6,500, you got to stack orders pretty heavily up there. I want to, Nathan. I want to. Just longing at this point, though, is I need to wait for a better entry if I was going to do that. It's tough because this is just pumping. Bigger room for mistakes. But you got to remember, you got a much larger profit target at that point. Very nice. Up 3K off that long. Very nice. Finally a green day. There you go, David. What would you suggest? I think Lucid or Tradeify would be a good one. Tradeify just did away with their subscription, so you don't have a time limit of 30 days to pass or blow the account before getting recharged. I think Lucid is a great first firm to trade with. So I think both of those are really, really solid firms. Any advice after passing the first eval? Keep doing what was working, man. Try not to allow the psychological aspect of things to screw with you. It's easy to start being like, oh crap, now it's real. Now I can make real money here. Just don't allow that to trip you up. Just keep doing what you were doing that was working. Don't over leverage, don't oversize. Keep taking the same setups that were working to pass the eval. Long this retracement, we'll see. Got news here in 3 minutes, so not the best timing. Losing money, the amount of money you paid for the account. It's not, and JR, they're not called funded accounts. You buy an eval, and if you pass the eval, then it gets converted to a funded. So what you're talking about is when is a good time to start trading an eval, and the risk to trading those is when you blow them, you're out the money that it costs to buy the account, which was, in some cases they can be a couple $100. So then you constantly are doing that and you're just pissing money away. It's better to develop a strategy and have a set of rules and be more experienced prior to doing that. There's a benefit, there's a point in your trading when you have the analytical side pretty much down, and then you need to start working on the psychological side. You can't do the psychological work on paper. It's just, you can't mimic the conditions that, or the way that your brain behaves when there's real money on the line. So once you develop a strategy on paper, then you're ready to start working on the psychology, and that's when you move to a buying an eval. I would have taken this retracement if news wasn't coming out in 1 minute. What do you use for news? Forex Factory. Forexfactory.com. Mac, what happened, man? Be careful if you're in a trade. You got 50 seconds until news comes out. I would imagine that it's going to push price higher, but you never know. $29 trades is a lot of trades, dude. I wouldn't focus on the 2R. I'd focus on profit factor, which is, I guess, a way of calculating the win rate, but focus on profit factor. How big are your wins compared to your losses? Here comes news. News is in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Just took that order at 380, or excuse me, at 580. $62 trades on the day. That's ridiculous. Even if you're scalping, that's a lot. I use Financial Juice on my phone, Alex. Yeah, I like them. I keep them on my phone. Oh, I don't know if you can see that on the, show you on the other camera. orders up to 6,500 on ES. I think this pumps here. It takes 1,000 trades a day. That's unreal, dude. Chart will definitely go to the right. What do you mean, Alex? Oh, and yeah, filter it for U.S. news mostly. Yeah, financial juice. Yeah. There you go, Mac. I'm gonna give away 2 more Lucid accounts on this coming Sunday. So if you guys are having a tough week, maybe you'll get lucky and win one of those. Consumer confidence went up. That's nice. Jolt's pretty much hit the forecast. I have 15 fundeds right now, Keegan. Depends on how price is moving and what kind of conditions the market is presenting. Some days I'll copy them all together. Most of the time I copy them separately. So I'll trade, each firm's fundeds. You might, Mac, you might. Make sure you're entering in the Discord. Go to the giveaway tab and make sure that you're entered. I do have TPT. I have TPT, Tradeify, and Lucid right now, 5 of each. And then I have 20 Apex. And I also have I also have a Alpha Futures account. Alpha Futures, what's the what account? I have 1 Alpha Futures, what's it called? Advanced. Got the advanced. You want to see Bookmap? Yeah, you were in the previous one. Make sure you enter this one. It's a completely separate giveaway, so you got to re-enter. Discord link's in the bio, and if you have issues opening it, make sure you copy the link and open it in the browser outside of TikTok. You don't paper trade with a prop firm. You would paper trade with you can paper trade on TradingView. There are a lot of orders at 23,600. You're in a long, Nick? $50Ks. Those are $50Ks. Free or cost anything? You can do it for free. However, you're going to have delayed data. In order to pay for the data, it's like $7 for the data. You also need to pay for the TradingView plan. So all in all, it's going to be like $20 to do the paper trading. No, it's in. I told you, Pyro. It's in my bio. And if you have issues opening it, copy the link and paste it in your browser instead. How much you risk per trade? Typically, like 500 or 600 would be my max that I'll risk in a trade. Also depends on how fresh the account is, how much drawdown I have available. Recently, I've only been risking, yesterday I think I risked a couple $100 on the trade that I took. What's your thoughts on liquidity sweep method? I think liquidity sweeps are good, a good confluence to have before entering a trade. What's your strategy? Buy low, sell high. It's going, as soon as you open that trade, Nick, it went right against you. Feeling trigger happy today. So I'm going to secure what I've made and leave for the day. Stuff that's very good discipline, man. It's good. It's good to identify that and be able to take some measures to make sure you don't end up screwing up. Will it go higher? I don't know, Nicholas. I don't know, man. $500, JR. We don't do it's not shares. We're trading contracts with NQ. 500 contracts would be a buttload. Liquidity, what would you pair a liquidity sweep with? V-shaped recovery, breaker block, fair value gap, tap back in, clear draw on liquidity in the other direction. Big orders down to 500 here. Leverage your Ultima? No Ultimas here, man. Ford Pinto, that's it. Reversal of hopes and dreams. Rich, what's up, man? Not yet, 50. Order at 64.80 on the S. Ibrahim, that's awesome, man. Wanted to tap back into this area. Default settings, SMB, SBM. No, same chair. Had this for a while. I'll hit you up. No, I'm not in a position. You'll see when I'm in a position. I'm eyeballing something. Christian, bro, what's up? There you go, Motion. I think it's tough to trade only on a mobile phone. Appreciate the gift. There's a Discord link. Let's see how this reacts in here. Doing great, DJ. Doing great, man. Hope you are. Everybody's trading NQ now. I've been trading it. It's 5 years strong over here. All right, I'm gonna take a slight trade right there, see how this plays out. Stops just above the breaker. I didn't get a good fill on that. We'll see how this plays out. $23,425 would be around the area I'd take profit. Let's see how this plays. I don't charge for a course. I don't sell a course. Big order at 450. Need to see some conviction here to the downside. Why's that big gap on the 5 minute there? Let me refresh this, see if that gap goes away. Yeah. We are trading into that 5 minute there, but we'll see how this plays. I think we could get a push lower here. ES is not cooperating with us. Give me follow through. I don't like the way this is reacting here, but we're going to stay patient. Big order up at 23,540 now. No, the rules are the same. Really need to see a dump through this 23,500 level to need to see it really dump through here. And if it doesn't, we're going to fade this pretty quickly. Big order 23,540. It wants to go down, I think. Yes, yes, yes. There you go, filmer. These orders at 540 are sketchy. Really want to see this dump. Got those orders at 540 right here at this line. Hopefully that doesn't create momentum right to the stop loss as soon as it hits that. A lot of liquidity just got yanked from underneath this here on the book map. Eve, I'm not sure what that is. Just give us a nice dump here. Let's get a little follow through. Call it a day. And ES is looking like this might not go in my favor. We're gonna speak life into it though. Keep dumping. Dump even harder than that if you don't mind. Come on. We're speaking life into this trade. Keep dumping. Doesn't want to break that level. Give me a short trade down to the VWAP here on ES. You got it. I can see you wanting to do it. You want to dump? These orders at 540, man. I don't like them. Go away. 475 would be a nice trade. There's a big order there. Right in this area. It's going to go right to stop here. Just created momentum through that 40. Momentum to the 40 here. We're getting stopped. Yep. And that'll happen. Still order here at 75. Big order down here at 75. Yeah, big order. 263 buy orders down there at 75. A lot of orders up to 23,600 now. KKK. Thank you for your input. If I wanted your opinion, I would ask for it in the most kind and respectful way I can say that. Thank you, though. AB, man, that's not a question for me to answer. Sounds like an issue. Yeah, sweep of London, break a structure, breaker. There was a gap in there, 5-minute gap in there. Or was it a 3-minute gap? Yeah, 3-minute gap in there. Draws on liquidity on the book map to the downside. It's gonna dump now, yeah. Global Plus, Eve. Global Plus. Bro, your stop loss should be on swing highs or above the breaker. Or above the breaker. Depends on how risk tolerant you are. Based on the entry, I put it above the breaker. What do you think about options traders? I think they can make a lot of money, man. I know some options traders that do very well. Very well. Very, very well. How does Bookmap work? It's level 2 data. Institutional order flow. Shows you where orders are stacked up in the market. Shows you the aggression of market orders being placed. Just gives you a bunch of other information. All right, Film. Appreciate that, man. Hope you have a good day. No, you don't. Most Fredo. Most firms provide that data for you. I appreciate your analysis, KKK. Why don't you go live stream and we'll all hop in and watch you trade. Lucid, yeah, I think Lucid is one of those firms. There you go. Glad the link worked. TradingView has a 5-second delay on the basic plan. Hey, there you go, man. I love hearing that. A share is for a stock, for a company. Contract is when you're trading futures. Oh, we're good over here, Ballas. We're chilling. I still think this is going to dump. Bookmap's a little, it's lit up in both directions here on NQ, and same with ES. I would say the heavier orders are above us potentially, but we'll see. Hey, there you go, Eli. Good discipline, man. For Bookmap, you need Global Plus, and then you got to pay for the data. So you'd pay for the CME data if you're trading NASDAQ and S&P. All right, Aaron, take care, man. How long your sessions last? I'm live from 9 a.m. until 11. Got to limit those trades, man. It's a lot of trades. A lot of trades. We'll see. It could keep pumping. Getting strong rejections in these low 500s here. Zach, what's up, man? Orders up to 6,500 on ES. And up to 23,600 pretty heavily on NQ. Heavy above us. So we've yanked most of the liquidity underneath us, except that order down at 23,475. I'd be real surprised if this doesn't just shoot up here. Caught some of that long and pushed my profit so high I had to lose some. Stay with the 50% rule. That's a good problem to have. Evan, take care, man. Wish that happened on a funded. Yeah, you just let it run. Well, this is a great, this better be wrong. Okay, it's wrong. Trade Sinker was trying to tell me I still had orders running. Just check Trade Evade, and that's not true. Yeah, we're good. It didn't spam. It didn't spam on my end, Rich. You're good. You trade on TradingView. Yeah, I have my Tradevate linked. Yeah, Jackson, we took a short and got stopped out right in this area. Thought we were going to dump down to these liquidity levels that we were seeing on Bookmap. Got an initial push down. We were, what, 300 in profit, and then we ended up getting stopped out. Done a bunch of orders stacked up all the way to 23,600 here, which is the line I have drawn on the chart. I do copy trade evals, yep. Why not TradeCopia? TradeSync is just what I've used. I mean, TradeCopia is relatively new. I've used TradeSync a lot longer than TradeCopia has been around. BK, I did not see profits within the first year. I've been trading for 5 years. Last year, in my 4th year, was the first year that I saw significant profits. Obviously, I took payouts and stuff before then, but any in terms of any consistency and real profits, last year was the first one. You take consistent payouts? I do, yeah. I usually post them on my page. You can see those. Yep, trades by Lucas. I was short too, man. I didn't take that big of an L, but we got stopped out. What'd you do before trading? I worked for a law firm doing mergers and acquisitions. Rich, yeah, I think once you start taking payouts, definitely expand into more accounts. Revenge trade? No, I'm not. I don't revenge trade, man. None of that. This is what I'm seeing on the book map above us here, just to let you guys know. So. No, I'm with TradeZilla. Zach? Yeah, CWT will get you 20% off. Do not sell courses. I don't have a course. I'm not a course seller over here, man. I didn't see it in the Discord. It should be scrolling at the top of your screen. One of those discounts, it should say TradeZilla. Good shirt, appreciate that. You watch for fair value gaps? Yeah. Higher time frames. Yeah, man, I like TradeZilla a lot. Track a lot of really good data to analyze. How I get started? There's a video on my page pinned at the top. Explains exactly how to get started if you're new. All right, man. Ballas, take care. Have a good day. This is not gold. This is NASDAQ futures in Q. Appreciate all those follows. We're live every day, guys, if you want to follow along. Live every day, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You say trading is simple or very complex? I'd say it's simple, but people make it complex. What's hard and complex is mastering the psychology. Most people have a really tough time with that. It's very, very hard to master the psychology of trading for most people. It's the reason most people fail. Double fisting a LaCroix and a coffee, yeah. Big homie's leaf looking extra green today. What time frame you on? 5 minute. Bookmap ES is still lit up to the upside here. Way more orders above us than there are below, but we're pushing down into something here. A lot of people don't even understand what psychology of trading means. Yeah, I would say that's true. What book do you recommend for trading? I think there's two really good books for the psychology about trading. One is called Trading in the Zone. Another one is called The Best Loser Wins. Amazon. Got that couch on Amazon. Carlos, just take it easy, take it slow. If you're not trading well, just take a little step back, take a break, take a breather. Go back and look at what you were doing. I hope that you were journaling when you were trading well. Look at what you were doing when you were trading well versus what you're doing when you feel like you're not trading well. See what the differences are. Appreciate that, JR. Appreciate that. I think strategy in terms of like ICT or order flow or trend lines and all that, that is far less important than the psychology of trading. Most of those you can find some success with if you can master the psychology. It's just a week difference, Carlos. It's just a week difference, man. 1 week is nothing in trading. You got to just take it slow, take it easy. Don't let yourself get psyched out. You're gonna take losses. You're gonna take losses in trading. Everybody does. Oh, that sucks, man. I've had that happen. Lord, that's a good thing to notice. It is good to trade in conjunction with higher time frames. Yeah, I'm negative 600 right now too. Ever. No biggie. There's not a lot of volume in Q right now, man. There's just not a ton of volume at all right now. How integral is to your trading is Bookmap? I'd say it's very, very integral, man. Makes a huge difference in my trading. How often you take trades? When setups present, or when I think a setup presents. Took one earlier, we got stopped out. Took this trade. Break a structure, and got stopped out up here. All right, Carlos, have a good day, man. Good job on journaling. Tradesy or TradingView? Just depends on what you're comfortable with. They're both good platforms. What was the thing that made a huge difference in your trading? Patience. Mastering the psychology, man. I'm telling you that you'll hear me harp on that a lot. It's learning that you don't need to revenge trade. You don't need to FOMO. You don't need to oversize, over leverage. You know, I used to have a problem when I'd go into a little bit of drawdown. I'd just say F it and full port of trade. That's not good. Got to stay patient and stay disciplined. Look at this thing from the bigger picture, from a more long-term perspective. Carlos, I think PJ Trades is great to help with psychology. He helped me a lot when I was struggling. What journaling app do you recommend? TradeZella. Trade Zella. You can use code CWT. You get 20% off. There you go, Minnesota. Hopping on shorts here. I hope it plays, man. Is Apex good? Yes. Don't like this PA, yeah. I should have taken that long like I wanted to, but it's okay. Whew, excuse me. Do they pay? Yeah. You done for the day? No. Still being patient here. Waiting to see what we can find. Yeah, ES has some orders stacked up to 6,500. You do have orders down to the VWAP at 6,470 on ES. This is the 5-minute time frame, yeah. Been paper trading and studying for 6 months. How long till I should get an eval? I would say you're probably in that time zone, depending on how your results are looking. I'd say it's a good time. Bookmap's a little over $100 a month. And how did I learn it? From just watching it, studying it. Really noticing an improvement in my mental thanks to your streams. Hey, I love hearing that, man. That's the main reason I do these. That's the most underrated or it's a thing in trading that I think most people just do not cover. Like they don't harp on psychology enough, because that is the main thing. There you go. Wasn't feeling PA today, so I turned it off. Minor losses. Very smart. So all in all, are you talking about for Terry? Are you talking about for trading or trading view, or are you talking about for Bookmap? That guy, I would agree with you. You need to develop a strategy prior to that, though. You're talking about the psychological side of trading. I think that's great, because that is, like I've said, that's the most important part. But you also need to have a foundation. So I think paper trading is to develop a foundation, and then that's when you transition over to trading an eval, because there is actual emotional attachment to it that you can start working on. Lucid Flex 50K is a $2,000 max payout. This is basically gambling on price picks. It's always interesting to me how people develop an opinion about something prior to doing a lot of research, ample amount of research. If that's your opinion, man, stick to it. God bless you. We're looking at NASDAQ futures. half your total profits and a max of 2K. So that's what. Why didn't you sell? I did sell earlier. I got stopped out. Mostly only New York AM session. I don't trade Bitcoin now. Absolutely, George. Do it 100 times over. Yeah, Nick. Gold, no. NQ futures, NASDAQ futures. I do. I don't recommend any firms that I don't trade with. And I don't trade with any firms that are BS. When did I take a trade? I took a short in this in here, and then we got stopped out up here. TP smash, boom, there you go. You got 50 seconds until this 15-minute candle closes. How many funds do you have? I have 15 fundeds right now and 20 Apex evals. I feel like my stream looks super bright. I apologize. I'll fix that. Yeah, Everett. That's how it goes, man. What app do you recommend to trade to journal trades? TradeZilla. TradingView does not have a native copy trade feature. They use TradeSyncer. Any trace of it? Yeah, we took a short here, got stopped out, and then where our TP was at this 75 line, or at least where our break even was, just got smacked. That's how it goes. You just don't get the follow through sometimes, or it follows through later than you wanted. Seeing how we react here, this VWAP on NQ, we're trading below it on ES. NQ, VWAP here, I think we're going to continue to trade lower. That's where you saw price just kind of pause for a second there at 23,455. So it's pushing right back above it right here. There you go, Mac. Very nice, man. You do have orders down to 23,400. So see if this VWAP at 23,455, 454 area holds. If we hold below that, I think this dumps down to 23,400. If it's going to reject, this is the area where it's going to do it. Target would be 23,400 here. That's where you got a massive stack of orders. If only that short had happened when I took it. It do be like that. Shorts were clean, yeah. It just was wrong timing. This is not gold, this is NQ. NASDAQ futures. Big order there at 400 coming up. It's teasing it. I'm in a bad habit of not taking profits when I should and then going break even and letting my losers run. Yeah, it's tough. It's crazy how that's like a huge problem, is cutting winners short and letting losers run. It's just wild how we do that. Absorbed some orders there at 23,401, and I mean, you cannot look at that. Look at that. I mean, how much closer can you get? Still orders down to 23,380 now, so this could, yeah. I was gonna say this could blow right through that. How did you predict this dip? Bookmap. Bookmap. Also some ICT concepts. You had a sweep of the London high there. You had a V-shaped recovery. You know, there's some ICT concepts that you could trade off of that definitely. Yeah, Nando. Let all of them run, problem solved. The losers and the winner, Tristan. Garrett, I have a journal template that I created inside of the Discord. It's completely free. Free Discord, free information. I don't sell anything, but the template is in there. I posted it yesterday. I can post it again. Somebody was asking about it. You don't have to follow it strictly, but you can make it your own. It has a ton of information that different things that you need to, or that I write down about what I would like to journal. Pass another eval. There you go, Chunky. Why didn't you trade the short? I did. Yeah, it's in there. If you can't find it, Garrett, or if you have any issues getting into the Discord, whatever, just let me know. I'll help you out. Global Plus. It's the Bookmap subscription. Everett, I am small, man. Little guy here. We're little. Took my first partial here. Very nice. Car do you drive? Ford Pinto. Small biceps, yeah. Very small. Get there eventually. Going towards all-time low? I hope not, man. We're in a world of hurt if that's the case. We have way bigger issues than making profits today. There you go, sir. Very nice. Way to adjust. $116 points locked in. Boom. Yeah, Bookmap combined. Yeah, Bookmap is a must, man. Bookmap is a must. And then remember how I said we could blow through this and go all the way to 380? I mean, we basically went right to 380 right there and turned around. So we'll see. We got 50 seconds until this 5-minute candle closes and this 15-minute candle close. So we'll see if this gives a retracement on the candle, on the new candle. Did you trade today? Yeah, I took a loss there, and then I took a win all the way back down. We're $65 in profit now. PJ does use Bookmap. Yes, he does. Should show my P&L. I usually post it at the end of the day, Trenton. You're talking about on the screen. I had a conversation with a guy yesterday, Clipper that I'm talking to. He was recommending that for the streams as well. I used to do that. Bro gave everyone a show the other day. I did. Completely unintentionally. How long till profit when you started? It wasn't until my 4th year that I started making consistent, significant amounts of money. I wouldn't solely rely on S&Ts. But what is an S&T? It's where you make a high or a low on one of the indices and the other one doesn't make that same high or low. That's basically it's a very simplistic way of explaining it. This is the 5-minute chart. Santos, I like that. I like that watch a lot. Everett, I like that watch a lot. Classy watch. What is your win rate? I don't keep track of that, but my profit factor is a 2.8. Bradley Martin trades, appreciate that. I do not trade gold. Christian maxing. Appreciate the love, Tristan. Can always count on you, man. Do not trade Bitcoin. Hate that I missed the show. Yeah, I'm actually glad. I think there was only a couple guys in there and no females, so I'm pretty glad about that. Did you get in the short? I did. Got stopped out initially and then got back in for this ride down. Lowered my sizing. If I had kept my same sizing, I'd be up about $700 per account, but cut my sizing in half and I'm $65 in profit. I don't solely rely on S&Ts, man. I really don't. I don't use them too much. A lot of people put a lot of emphasis on them. I really don't. I've gotten cooked too many times in the past. You're part Irish or Scottish? I'm Scottish and German. I'm sorry to hear you had a bad week, man. I appreciate that, though. I'm glad to have you here. You're still in the trade? No, I closed at that 400 level. That was a great trade. SR, I think that was a great trade. I was in it initially, got stopped out here when it pulled back, and then I got back into it around here. And wrote it down to the 400. Up 700 on micros. There you go. Mother didn't teach us this stuff. You trade full time? I do. Yeah, I don't know why the stream over there, man. I was messing with that beforehand. The like colors look. I mean, my beard is pretty red, but it's not as red as that stream looks over there on YouTube, man. It's not. It's more like dark than that. But it's crazy looking. Yeah, SR. I took it initially. I thought it was a pretty good trade initially. Got stopped out and then got back into it. Really thought it was going to dump here. Where's the guy that said we're not going short today? Calling that a bad trade. KKKKK or whatever his name was. 185-point move. It's always crazy to me that people like to give a little Captain Hindsight, as we call it. Give an analysis after, you know. It's like, I can't believe you didn't see that. Yeah, bro. Can't believe you didn't see this short. Where should I put TP in this trade? Are you long here? I don't know what position you're in to tell you that. There's orders up to 2,500 here. So if you're long, oh, you're short. You missed the boat, man. I mean, this could go lower, but this is pretty strong bullish order flow here on this 5-minute candle. And you got orders stacked pretty aggressively up to 2,500, or excuse me, 23,500. I wish all the way up to 2,500. Trading above the VWAP. If it holds this VWAP above it at 23,450, I would consider cutting that short. Here's what I'm saying on the book map. You do what you want. I could be totally wrong, and this bottom's going to fall out of this. So take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not, you know, I'm not one that's going to sit here and be like, I'm the best in the world at this and know exactly what's going to happen. But based on the information I'm seeing, I'd be very hesitant to keep holding that. But it's your call. As long as we stay above this 23,450 level, I'd be really, really hesitant to hold that short. And I just took that little scalp right there. So now we're up 320 on the day. And that's it. That's how daddy works. We just had those orders that I just showed you on Bookmap. Price pretty much respecting Bookmap. Absorbed right up to 23,500. Just got out. Got in on that little pullback in here. Got out right there. Whatever daddy wants, daddy gets. This is not gold. This is NQ. That 90% off is Apex. Apex, they launched that 90% off. Apex dropped 90% off today, and Tradeify dropped 40% off today. I appreciate that, Zach. CWT, code CWT. Yeah, I trade ICT in conjunction with order flow, and the order flow strat that I trade is called pitch and catch. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the details, Tristan, about what they're charging for the activation. I would imagine it's something like that. 99 for the end of day, and then 79, I think, for the trailing interday. Yeah, I would agree with you. Lucid is a great firm. Apex, the awesome thing about Apex, and they're getting more. Apex is getting more competitive, but the real draw to Apex, and you cannot beat this, as long as you can trade responsibly and follow rules, which they do have a lot of. Less so now, but they still have a lot of rules. The draw to them is the fact that you can have 20 freaking accounts that you're trading with them at the same time. So theoretically, per week, because you can only take a payout every 5 days, theoretically with Apex, if you're doing it right, taking it slow and easy, consistent profits over time, you can get to the point where you build up your accounts to where you're taking $40,000 out of that prop firm every single week. And it's very doable. There are people who do it all the time. Plenty of people that do it. I've done it one time with them. I've taken a max payout at one time. I've taken way more money than that from them. But at one time, you can have a $40,000 payout hit your account. And that's like, dude, no other firm's doing that. I mean, there's other firms like, what is it? Alpha, that they cap you at $15,000 per account. You can have 3 accounts. So theoretically, you could have 45,000 hit your account at once. TPT, they supposedly cap you at 10,000 per day per account. And that's a daily payout thing. So there's still firms doing big things, but if you're slow and steady, just stacking up base hits, and you have 20 Apex accounts, you can start taking $40,000 out of that, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever. That's hard to beat, man. I miss when they do the 30 activation fee. It was perfect. Yeah. They need to waive the activation fee altogether, but then they'd really get cooked because then they'd make no money. This week's been great so far, man. This week's been great. I'm up 320 now, times 15. So that's a decent day. Yesterday we made 10,000 or so, 9,000, I think total. Whatever I posted, my yesterday's P&L is on my story. What did I make yesterday? 8,900 yesterday. So it's a good week so far. It's under the public chat, Garrett. Here, I'll send it to you right now, man. Are you in there? What's your name in the Discord? March has been my worst month in a long time, which is to the point where I had a tilt day, which never happens. Yeah, dude. I hate that for you. Here's the trading journal, Zach. I'm going to post it again. Posting it right now. Nick, I did go short. Shorted twice. First time got stopped out. Second time we got in there. And then I took a scalp long all the way up to this 500 level. We're up 320 times 15 on fundeds. That sucks, Tristan. Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic of you. But I get it, man. I mean, Rips, anybody who's been in this, Rips has been trading for 10 or 11 years. PJ's been trading 10 or 11 years. Those guys will tell you that it happens. I don't care how long you've been trading. You're gonna have that happen, man. But the question is, how bad is it? How bad do you allow it to get? And how do you recover from it? And I don't know you personally, obviously, but I've known you through, trading for going on a year now. You seem disciplined enough where you'll recover pretty quickly from that. So I wouldn't let it bother you too much, which I doubt you will. Would it be smart to long now? No. I mean, not from what I'm seeing. We're lit up in both directions here. You've retraced to the 50% mark of that 30-minute candle, and it's kind of just hovering there. So I'd be careful here. Could go either way. Can we get a bicep flex? Send a Galaxy, I'll send you I'll do a bicep flex. I'm just kidding, man. Don't send me gifts. I'm not looking big right now, dude. No pump. Forgot to take my creatine yesterday. Looking kind of deflated. Still sitting around 19 inches, 19 and a half inches. $70 points on the short, very nice. Revengeful port right now. Starting to get some more momentum to the upside here. There's orders stacked up to 23,550. Looking juicy, bro. Appreciate that. Can you talk about that vertical chart? Yeah, this is called Bookmap. Do you trade full time? I do. Yeah, this is Bookmap. This is institutional order flow. So look at this pump. I mean, that's how how fast the order book changes, man. They yanked all those orders underneath and things just started stacking to the upside. So institutional order flow, though, it shows level 2 data. It's a software you can download called Bookmap. Is it one time frame? Yeah, because you don't have candlesticks. So time frames, you know, obviously you know this, time frames are broken up by candlesticks. So if you're on the 15-minute chart, every candle is worth 15 minutes. There's no candles in Bookmap. So the time that you're seeing on Bookmap is based on how zoomed in or out you are, how compressed you are here. So if I zoom way out, you know, you're seeing time all the way back to just prior to 7 o'clock this morning when I turned this on. And you're seeing, these are like 20-point movements here that you're seeing. So to stretch this out, you can see how the price changes here on the right, basically 10 points of movement there. Then you can get even closer here so that you're looking the way that I like to see it, where you're seeing about 5 points of movement. And you're seeing, you know, 15, 20 minutes at a time. It is confusing at first. It's actually very simple once you get into it. The only complicated part is learning how what you're seeing translates to price action. But in terms of actually reading what is showing here on the chart, like, you know, these lines are limit orders, these bubbles are volume dots. You know, the bigger the dot, the more volume there is. It's not complicated in that sense. I've heard of deep charts, yeah. I haven't gone on there. Thrill will. They're doing an update that they released at 10 a.m. A pretty big like platform update, so they could be having issues with that. I'm not sure. I think Bookmap is the best in the industry right now. It's expensive, but I still think it's the best. Bullying my strategy. Hey, call it a day, man. It's called Bookmap. Level 2 data, institutional order flow. Deep charts is amazing. Yeah, Echo Sound. Global Plus, yes. Yeah, you target theoretically all these levels that are really bright red and stuff. That's liquidity. So theoretically, that's what price is targeting. And you'll notice it lines up with session highs and lows and other areas of interest that you'll see on your trading view, on the actual candlestick chart. Yeah, you definitely have to have a PC that can handle it. Christian, how often do you have to explain Bookmap and Spanish? I'm good with it, man. I'm surprised that so many people are unfamiliar with it, but I think it really changes the game for people's trading if they start using it. Anybody who's been in these streams long enough can tell you that it definitely changes the game. Correct. Yeah, the brighter the red or orange, the higher concentration of orders there are. Bookmap His wall hacks, he's not lying. Yeah, it definitely is, man. It's a cheat code. It's a little over $100 a month. Key, I would say if you're trading any strategy, supply and demand, ICT, you can use Bookmap in conjunction to line up with your strategy or to give you confirmation about what you're seeing. I just realized it's 11:20, guys. I got to roll. I usually get off of here at 11. I got class coming up in an hour. I got to eat and get ready. What brand is your chair? Streamlab, or Secret Lab. Yeah, code CWT for 20% off on Bookmap. Have a good day, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Hopefully we can make some more money, keep the week going. So love you guys. God bless you. Thanks for being here. Drop a follow if you're new and like what you are seeing or hearing. Yes, full-time job. We'll be back tomorrow. We're live every day at 9 a.m. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.